All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this noon. I'm Blake Keller. Temperatures keep rising this week, which is a welcome sign. Meteorologist John Gross is here with a look at what to expect for this noon hour.
Yeah, that's right. A little chilly this morning.
Yeah.
We start in the 30s, but we're warming up nicely this afternoon. Already got some 50s out there, and it looks like we do have some 60s on the way today. Let's get you some live pictures right now and show you current conditions. Birch Run, I-75 for your lunch hour commute, courtesy of Godwin's. It does look like we got some filtered sunshine, high clouds. That's going to be common as we go into the afternoon, and even a few more clouds possible as we go throughout the rest of today, too. There's a look at the current numbers, and we currently sit right there into the 50s for many locations. 60 right now in West Branch, just going to be a little bit cooler near the immediate lake shore, all due to our winds from the east for this afternoon. Sky Tracker, we're tracking the next system as well. There are some showers and storms off to our south and west, just to the south of Chicago. Now, most of this activity, especially as we go into tomorrow, looks to stay to our south, but we're going to keep a small chance for a shower into Friday. I think for your Cinco de Mayo forecast today on a Thursday, we'll keep it mainly dry. There is a look at temperatures by the afternoon. Again, I think many locations we're back into the low to even some mid-60s, looking good for today. So not a bad day if you need to get some stuff done outdoors into the yard. And overall, it looks like we do have several dry days ahead. The only caveat, again, Friday, especially into some of our southern counties, we could have a shower or two. So we're going to keep that at a fair. But past that, even into the weekend next week, looking dry too. And allergies have been a little bit high, or at least the pollen levels, especially in the tree pollen. So if you're going to be spending some time outdoors, just make sure that you're taking the necessary precautions, maybe taking allergy medication just to make sure you're not irritated from some of that pollen that's on the higher side for today. Live on time traffic, let's go ahead and check in with the roads. If you're going to be hitting the interstates here fairly soon, or just some of the major roads across the region, looks like we're doing fairly good across all of mid-Michigan and even into southern Michigan as well, just like we're reporting one crash near Lansing. Other than that, have a safe commute if you're going to be heading anywhere for the afternoon. We'll check in with your weekend forecast, Mother's Day forecast, and that warm up for next week, all coming up in a little bit. Blake, back to you.
Very good, John. Thank you. New at noon, it's been almost 2 years since 2 local dams failed, causing thousands to evacuate and destroying dozens of homes. Now, a new report from the team tasked with studying the dam failures says the catastrophe was foreseeable and preventable. The team appointed by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission described the Edenville Dam as flawed from the start. Design and construction shortcomings in the 1920s, followed by years of insufficient maintenance, all contributed to the issue. The team says it cannot blame any one person, group, or organization for the failure. It was a series of issues over the course of 100 years that ultimately doomed the structure. Well, Clare police say one person is dead after a home invasion. Police responded around 6 this morning to McEwen Street. Now, officers heard gunshots from inside the home. The homeowner reportedly fired a weapon at the intruder, killing them. No one else was injured. The identity of the suspect has not been released, but state and Clare police are still investigating. And some more breaking news. We're learning more after the FBI conducted several searches this morning in Saginaw County. Authorities were in the 1600 block of Iowa Avenue in Bridgeport Township at around 6 a.m. FBI officials were also in the 1600 block of Outer Drive. One person was taken into custody there. An FBI spokesperson tells TV5 officers were at a number of other locations in connection to those 2 searches. No word yet on if any items have been taken by authorities, but stay with TV5 for updates as we follow this developing story. And public protests over abortion rights have taken place all week in cities across the country. And while the demonstrations have nearly all been peaceful, there appears to be some concern that things may change if or when the Supreme Court issues its ruling on a Mississippi abortion case, which could overturn Roe versus Wade. Elise Preston has more details from the Supreme Court.
New fencing went up overnight, completely encircling the Supreme Court after Politico published a draft opinion showing the justices could be on the verge of overturning Roe versus Wade.
Hands off our bodies! Pro-choice, that's the law! Babies never choose to die!
The demonstrations have been loud but peaceful in the days since the leak. But Justice Samuel Alito, who wrote the opinion in February, canceled a public appearance scheduled for today.
The court ruling could come as early as this month. If the justices do overturn Roe, the battle over abortion rights kicks back to the states, many of which are already working on their own legislation.
In Oklahoma, I've been very clear. I don't believe in abortion. We're trying to do everything we can to get it out of our state.
I'm a pro-choice governor, and as long as I'm governor, we're going to remain a pro-choice state.
26 states are likely to ban at least some access to abortions if Roe is defeated, including Texas, where the last anti-abortion Democrat in Congress is facing a runoff this month against a pro-abortion rights opponent.
I'm a Catholic, and I'm against abortion, but do I believe in an outright ban? No.
A recent poll shows most Texans agree with that view, with 78% saying abortion should be allowed in some form and 15% saying it should never be permitted. But Texas is one of the 13 states with so-called trigger laws that would automatically go into effect to ban abortions if Roe is overturned. Elise Preston, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Now, the Texas poll matches nationwide polling conducted by CBS News in November of last year, showing 62% of Americans would want abortion to be legal in their own state in all or most cases, with 14% saying their state should make it illegal in all cases. We have continuing coverage. The city of Flint has partnered with Genesee County on a multi-million-dollar plan to eliminate blight. City and county leaders announcing a $45.3 million initiative on Wednesday. It will target more than 2,400 homes and businesses in a project that it's expected to take 3 to 4 years to complete. Supporters say the partnership will have long-term benefits.
This is an opportunity for us to raise property values across the city of Flint and Genesee County, create a safer community, a more beautiful community, and a place for all of us to live, to grow our families, and to prosper.
The County Land Bank and the Mott Foundation are also partners in that project. More local news. Happy birthday to a Saginaw staple. The Dow Event Center turns 50. The center was originally built in 1972 as part of an urban development program. The center is now the only structure left from that program. From Fleetwood Mac to Johnny Cash, the Dow Event Center has been bringing the best entertainment to Saginaw. The Dow Chemical Company was awarded naming rights in 2004. It was previously known as the Saginaw Civic Center. All right, to the ice now. The record-breaking season for the Flint Firebirds just keeps on rolling. Now, the Birds punched their ticket to the second round of the playoffs last night with a thrilling Game 7 victory over the Owen Sound Attack. They'll play the Sioux Greyhounds in round 2, with Flint hosting the first 2 contests. Now, Game 1 is tomorrow night at 7. Game 2 is Sunday at 4. Good luck to the Firebirds. All right, the White House makes a plan to refill the country's emergency oil stockpile. Find out what the Biden administration plans to do and how long it could take to replenish the strategic reserve. And could reality TV have an impact on a child's eating habits? A new study shows what kids see on TV could be negative and unhealthy. Those stories and much more ahead as TV5 News at noon continues in just a moment. And for the latest news and weather, download or update the new TV5 mobile app. You'll find it in the App Store or on Google Play. Just search WNEM.